Hello, this looks more like a well thought out and set up stream than it really is, because I have been working on getting this set up for like the last hour, and I think I barely have everything here. So yeah, this has been quite an ordeal. First off, I have VGA capture going, if it's going to cooperate. Boom. And while I was just setting this up, I tried changing the video settings on this, and the data path vision RGB E1S that the video input is going into shorted out the computer. It caused it to restart. That's how hectic this startup has been. So, yeah, that was, whew, okay. But I think I have everything here. I've got my Gpib cables off to the side. Here, oh man, I have my HP 34401A, which has, I was actually planning on getting another one of, for the capacitor reforming video, but those have gotten so insanely expensive now that there's no way on earth I'm going to do that, so I'm going to try and use my, HP 16500C as a voltmeter, and then use that as an ammeter. But, hello. I'm a little frazzled here. Also, hey Google, 2-hour timer. Alright.
Sure, 2 hours. Starting now.
Hard cap on the stream today because I really need to edit the next video because I'm not going to be here this weekend to stream, and I need to make sure about that. Actually, that reminds me, can I adjust my schedule while I'm live? I don't think so. I'm going to have to look into it later. So, yeah. Okay. Let me get caught back up here. Hello, Scott, no last name. Hello, Helen Croft. Hello, David. Hello, Black Jam Alex. Good morning, Send Endots. Blackhawk 92. It's fun to catch them live. I totally get that. Helen Croft. I have a bunch of Gpib cards for ISA, PCI, PCIe, USB. Ooh, I am envious. I have a stack of ISA, both 8-bit and 16-bit. 16-bit is the newest card type I have here for Gpib. I think technically one of them might be HPIB, but we'll get to that. Yo Tonic Trouble. Oh, yeah. That game is quite the grail for me at this point. It was never released in America. I actually have a beta version that came with an Matrox Millennium card that was released in America, but I can't get my hands on a box copy because, as far as I can tell, it was essentially only released in France. So I'm still trying to get myself one of those. Dell 2001 FP monitor, 15 kHz compatible. It is indeed. I really like that monitor. I have 3 of them. One of these days, I have a Xeon workstation from the Pentium 4 era that I need to set up with Quadro cards, and I want to do triple monitor on that. That's a long-term goal. Let's see, Gpib to Raspberry Pi. I know that's a thing. I haven't looked into that too much. It's one of those things that I'm going to need to get to one day, because that would be really nice. Hello, Wizard Tim. Hello, Torch Nova. Hello, Revert, and it's your first time chatting, so special hello. Let's see. Helen Croft highlighted the message here. National Instrument PCI Gpib cards are $35 on AliExpress. Seriously? Wow, that's peanuts, man. PCI would get me a little bit closer to modern. The HP Z820 I have down there has 1 PCI slot. That's the computer I'm streaming from currently. So that would actually tick the box for being able to get the streaming computer capable of communicating with all the gear to display on stream. So that's an interesting concept. I thought you had 1 PCI Gpib card. No. What is an ISA GP? I will get to that one moment. I have an EISA HPIB card. Whoa. Oh, and an HP UX workstation. That is awesome, JMetal88. That is super cool. I've tried to get one of those. I actually had an HP 9000 slip through my fingers, and that was local. It was a full system with an HPIB rack and an oscilloscope. I was so mad I couldn't get it. It was one of those weird warehouse auction sites, and it didn't work out. Hello, Gemand1234. Wizard Tim, I use SEPI over Ethernet. It's like a dream, but gets expensive. Yeah, unfortunately, my 34401A is the most modern device I have, and the most modern interface it has is DB9 serial. So I'm not going to be doing any Ethernet anytime soon. See. All right, I thought it was released in America because a reviewer of Tonic Trouble covered the final release and had a physical copy, but I just remembered that he lives in Canada. Yeah, I have not seen one available in North America, period, on eBay. I'm about ready to spend the big bucks and import one from Europe because it's going to be very expensive, especially because I'm going to insist that they pack it appropriately. I recently got a copy of Hydro Thunder for PC, and that was, as far as I can tell, only released in Europe under Sold Out, and they did not pack it well enough, and it was crushed, which makes me very sad because I've seen very few of those pop up, and it was a DVD case, so by crushed I mean shattered. So yeah. Let's see, I think okay. Hello, Zolly Gamer. Tonic Trouble is pretty good. Yeah, it was. It's the alternate Rayman. Okay, I need to answer Be Honest Fool's question. What am I talking about here today? So I have a couple of examples of these. Some of them are weirder than others. Let's start with a pretty normal one that is the most likely one I am going to get working today. So this is a Gpib card. It looks like it has a printer port on it, but do I have a printer cable nearby? I don't seem to. It's actually slightly longer than the printer cable connector. So this is actually just called a Centronics connector. So it comes in different lengths depending on what they need. SCSI uses one that's even longer than that, almost like double. But this is an interface card that is designed for older devices. Actually, kind of started with those computers right there. Those are the HP Series 80 systems. And, well, then it really started with, but it was really heavily popularized by. So these cards allow you to interface with test gear like this multimeter. So this is a benchtop multimeter, and it has that port on it. And you use cables that are just the same thing on both ends. So here is a Gpib cable, and they're really, really cool cables because they have piggybacking connectors, and you can just connect the next one right onto there if you want. So it's an interface that was kind of ahead of its time. It is branchable. It is addressable. It is you can get extenders. It has addressing. It's really cool. So it is really interesting, but it's not very well supported outside of industrial equipment. So the devices that use it tend to be very expensive, and except for apparently the NI cards that are on AliExpress, I'm definitely going to have to look into one of those. Yeah, Helen Cross got it. Printer 36, Gpib 24, SCSI 50. Yeah. So they're not super common, and the software to use these is also not super common. Now, if you have a modern computer with one, you can probably get some open source software. I've actually written some that will interface with this, but I did it with a serial port instead. The only software I have, and we're going to attempt to use this today, is this copy of LabView Student Edition. And I believe this comes on 3.5-inch floppy disks. Yeah, it does. So we're going to be trying them on my test bench, which has a 3.5-inch floppy drive there. And we're going to see if we can get it working. Now, this is a National Instruments product here, and that most likely means that it will work with a card like this, which is a National Instruments card. And National Instruments has actually gone ahead and done their whole own thing separate from this. You can get dedicated test hardware. I forget what the product line is called, but they make like a whole integrated test kit. Is it an extension of LabView? I can't remember. I don't think LabView comes with Gpib drivers. Yes, I know that. I actually have drivers for this downloaded. I don't have them locally, so I'm gonna have to get them again here. But I uploaded them to archive.org just so I can actually just go through there and download them again if I really need to. But yeah, so I'm hoping that with the correct Gpib drivers for this card, that'll work. But we're gonna check out some other ones first. Maybe we're gonna see. NI-PXI racks are great with LabView. That might be it. I thought there was something else I was thinking of, but I don't know. They have like this, it's kind of like a back plane, and then you plug a bunch of cards. There's some data acquisition cards, some ADC cards, a whole bunch of weird stuff like that. It's just shy of being a whole computer. I think it plugs in over USB or SCSI or something. I don't remember exactly what. See, yeah. PXI is, okay. I don't know what it is offhand, but okay. So this is the most likely to work card I have, and while it would make the most sense to go with that one first, I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to get any other card working first, because I really think that one's going to work. And I kind of wanted to go over what options I have here, and especially take a look at one particularly weird pair I have. So the video that's coming out next is a mail video. And in that video, I'm actually sent 3 more Gpib cards that are ISA interface. And that gives me some more options. So first off, let's take a look at the ones I already had. So this is another Gpib card. This has a CEC chip, it looks like, 1997. So this one's going to be a little bit difficult to find drivers for, I suspect. Oh, thank you, Blackhawk92. Let's see, that ISA card even works in Windows XP. Ooh, that's nice to know. So yeah, this one's a little weird. It's got some dip switches, so I will most likely need to find a manual, but that might be for setting the host address. I'm not sure. So that's one card. That's really interesting because it's 8-bit ISA, which means that it could go in something like a 5150 once I get this working, and it might be fun to try out CBM Link with something like that. So if I use this card, it's probably going to be something for Commodore uses, not necessarily scientific equipment. Let's go for one of the cards I was just recently sent. It's actually the other 8-bit ISA card I have. This one, I suspect I'm going to have a little more luck getting working, though, because it has a generic Texas Instruments Gpib interface chip here. So drivers should be easier to find because I don't actually have to find them specifically for this Zytec card. And I think this is a Zytec 1444A is what this is. Yeah, there we go. ZT1444A. That's what that one is. It also has a whole bunch of dip switches, some weird, really nice machined female headers right there for something. I'm not really sure what, but I really like this one. It has a black backplate, which will look very nice in an XT or PC class PC. So that one I may also try for CBM Link. Okay, this one, come on, is using the Doom engine. I'm just kidding, but it's ID Tech, which is kind of hilarious. What is this card? This is from 1991. Don't really have a whole lot of other information here. So I'm not too sure what that's going to be. May have to look at this NEC chip to get a part number. That first 8-bit card, a 7210 controller in the main chip, is that... So this one here, 7210, is that one more likely to work? That would be nice. This one's got an Acetel, Actel. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I know Intel owns them now, though. Probably FPGA type thing. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Got some base address. Okay, so those are probably for setting the host address. So that's another card. Then we get to, are the two main Gpib controller chips? Yes, and that 9914 is what this one has. So I'm thinking that those two are going to be likely to work. We'll see another 9914 compatible chip in a moment here in a really ridiculous card. Okay, this is the Hpib card. This is an HP 16-bit ISA card. There's an actual HP part number around here. Yeah, it says Hpib right there. They're the ones who developed the standard, so they called it HP interface bus instead of general purpose interface bus. It's got another Texas Instruments 9914 chip right there, so this one might be a contender for getting functional if we can find some good drivers for stuff. I don't know why it has a Xilinx chip on there. It's possible that it could do some autonomous stuff, but if we're going to be doing autonomous, I don't think we're going to do any better than the next two cards, which are ridiculous. These are two identical cards, all right? These things are bananas. I don't understand why. But let's go over all of the features that these have. We got a standard NI 9914 compatible Gpib controller there. We have 32-pin SIM RAM, a Motorola 68K, all sorts of Altera FPGAs, Gpib, and most likely serial. Two other National Instruments chips, another chip over here, which I don't see anything immediately identifying about. S9812AB is probably it. We have 1, 2 ROMs, probably 3, 4 ROMs. I can't help but wonder if these are somehow pre-programmed FPGAs, because they have indicators on them. Because this is... Yeah, this is a whole thing. So, this is, like, as powerful as a Mac. Like a Macintosh. Because that's what the CPU is in a Macintosh, is a Motorola 68K. This thing's bananas. I don't know if this is a whole computer meant to be run in a backplane like this, or if this is actually an interface card. I'm not sure. I don't see an input for power, which makes me think it's probably just an interface card. But I don't know. The only indication of what it is here's a Waters mark in the silk, or in the copper there, so it says Waters. And obviously it says it all over the ROM stickers. It's from the early 90s, but it's insane. I have no idea if that'll ever work, but it's super cool and I want it to work someday. I just have no idea. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna allow that. Let's see the okay. All right, I'm going to go up here really quick here. I missed a message from Scott, no last name. Speaking of weird PC ports of games that barely released, a YouTuber had a demo disc from Serial Box for Racing Rabbids or Raving Rabbits, because Racing Rabbits would be interesting. Game that was never released on PC. Googling disc has no record. I thought Raving Rabbits was on PC. I thought it was even in a Humble Bundle at one point. I don't know. That would be interesting. Okay, let me catch back up. Have you ever come across a Terminator A7 VT bare bones PC? I have not, Kazooie 911. Let's see. The NI 9914 chip can be software switched to 7210 mode. Interesting. Okay, that's okay. The Raving Rabbit's the one that actually has Rayman with it. So those are all the Gpib cards I've got. While it would be really cool to get this one working, it makes, oh my gosh, it's got so much going on. Just even lightly torquing it, you can hear the sockets moving around. As cool as that one is, we're gonna try one that actually has a hope of working. So we'll. I doubt we're even going to touch these today, but I'm going to put those aside because they're crazy, and at some point I need to learn about using those, so that will be a thing. So okay, based on what Helencroft's saying, I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't start with that NI card, kind of like I was thinking, but for different reasons. I'm wondering if maybe we should start with one of the generic cards. So Helencroft, do you think that LabView would probably have a generic interface support for one of these cards that has a standard chip set on it, or do you think I'm still going to need drivers for those? I haven't looked anything up other than the NI card, which has what's it got? TNT 488 2C, so looks like semi-proprietary. Obviously, this card is really late for all of this with how much space there is. NI card with drivers is going to work the best. I figured maybe we should just go with what's going to work, especially since this is a going to have to be a time restricted stream. Only got an hour and 41 minutes left. Okay, let's do this then. I'm going to shut the computer down. Let's pop that card. Modern LabView is just PNP with USB and PCIe devices. Do you think Byte has anything on HPIB? I have no idea, but I mean, it probably does because Series 80 stuff came out in the middle of that. So, yeah. See, the NI card can also work in the other modes. Interesting. All right, let's try popping the NI card in there. See what happens. So, I have not powered any of these. So, yeah. Sometimes I feel like buying a bunch of retro PC stuff, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, it can be a lot, both in cost and in complexity. I'm really impressed with how well Beta's doing with all of it, actually. Let's see. Okay, so that's that installed. I don't have LabView installed, but we're going to have to get drivers on here anyway. So, hello. I'm guessing that's Pink Floyd, 7892. I already have one expensive hobby I can't afford. Yeah, is that retro gaming? Because that's all right. That's just gone bananas. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Before we get the computer going, let's look at getting the drivers onto it. So I'm going to go ahead and go down here. See if I can find those. I was about to redeem a bite break, but then remember to give yourself a time limit of 2 hours. Yeah, I'd rather... If we do a bite break, it's going to be 5 minutes as the full thing, searching and all that. So, yeah, I'm going to super limit it. You don't want a resource conflict with the NI cards. You have to tell the drivers the jumper settings. Oh. Okay. Oh, it has jumpers for a bunch of stuff. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of that so I don't have to lean over to see it. Okay. So it's set to DRQ5, DACK5, and IRQ11. So there we go. Let's see. Includes weekly correct GameCube prices. Yeah, GameCube has gone absolutely bananas. I think I now have everything I want for GameCube. I spent way too much money on Kirby Air Ride. I had that game when I was younger, but it went to someone else, and I had to get it back. See, archive.org. BK, that should probably find me. So let's hear. Pink Floyd. I'm testing out my new M1 MacBook for iOS dev. It's interesting coming from Windows Linux. I would think, yeah, it should be. I mean, like perfectly suited for that, so that makes sense. But yeah, I've only done a little bit of iOS development, and it wasn't very good for me. I'm too mainline Linux. So, all right, here we go. Gpib drivers. Oh yeah, and in case anyone cares, I've also imaged this copy of LabView and put it up already. So, yeah. Wait, software clearance bin? Why did someone put it in that group? You can't choose your own groups that software is put in, and someone put it in software clearance bin? What? Uploaded software from a variety of sources, including in some way it was once a professional product. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think San Andreas was a professional product. Anyway, so yeah, that's up there. But we're going to get the Gpib drivers. Let's see. Blue dip switch on the NI card is for the I/O address. Oh, okay. So I'll need that too. Let me get a picture of that. See, GameCube's my favorite system, and I don't have like any of its big games because I played them back in the day through other methods. Yeah. I can understand that. It was really nice that the Wii supported full-size DVDs, wasn't it? Let's see. You think GTA games are professional? Well, they're professionally made, but they're not professional software like LabView is. That was more what I meant. Okay, I think this might have been one of the stupid things I uploaded as like a whole directory rather than, yeah, I did. That was dumb. See, I need... I don't remember which one this is. There's multiple different AT, Gpib, TNT cards. I'm just going to download the whole thing. Zip. Oh, really? Single page GP. Show all. Is there like a whole thing? Zip? No? Okay, I screwed up. I guess I can download the whole thing as a torrent. Do I actually have transmission installed? I'm not sure about that. Sure. Okay, looks like I do. Alright, let's do this. I'm torrenting it from myself. Let's see. You guys using DVDs on the Wii? Yes. The ones that have an R at the end. Sorry, here, Grim. Have you come across the Neo Nova emulation card? Something vaguely familiar like that. Something like that sounds vaguely familiar to me, but I don't think I know much about it specifically. Do I not have, like, alt drag? No, I don't. Okay, weird. Oh, I do have that. Never mind. Yeah, sorry here, Grim. I'm just, I'm going a little quick here today. See, for Win9X, you want the 1.70 driver. Let's see. Are these all DOS drivers? Oops. Okay. Alright, let's see. NI 1.70 AT Gpib driver. See what that brings up. See, it fits in your Nova chassis and replaces the CPU and drives with modern storage. Oh, is that developed by Wild Hair Computing? Because I could see that. Okay. Missing driver for that. Uh-oh. Do you have a source for that, Helen Croft? See, Can't hear over the sounds of my SD card? Oh, well, you were late to the party then. Let's see. Installation. Okay. So that's what it'll look like, I guess. Uploading driver now. Awesome. Thank you. For giggles, I'm just going to turn it on right now and see what happens while we're waiting. Go back up to here. See what this does. Can I go full screen on this and have it? No. Maybe if I uncheck, or yeah, get rid of that window. No, it just does not want to work. Weird. Okay. Go back to 200%. Because that'll work better for that. I think we got a resource conflict. Because it's not turning on here. Ooh, link ready. Okay. Let me grab that. Oh, I'm going to have to sneaker net this with a flash drive. Do I have one? I have some over there. Surf drive. I've never heard of that. Let's see. Honestly, though, despite it running at PowerPoint frame rates, I mostly experience GameCube games with the help of a certain sea creature. Yeah. Ooh, ISO. Okay. 54 megabyte ISO. That was worth them making it an ISO. I'm gonna set this to IRQ 12 and see if it turns on. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna open that. Grab a flash drive. Now it turned on. Okay, there we go. All right. 54 megs won't be too bad to deal with. Oh, whiny, complainy computer. Oh, you shouldn't yank the power cable. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's see. There's definitely not going to be any like weird stuff going on, so I'm just going to extract that and copy it over as a folder. Okay, yeah, that was what I was doing, Helen Croft, extracting it. Alright, done. I just always get a kick out of really ridiculously small ISOs. While I'm back here, I actually need to get a power cable for the HP multimeter. Let me go find one. Turn on because I switch it on a Memorex power switch. Yeah, it actually is Memorex. Let's see. You have ISO files for every Gpib driver version. You should really consider uploading all those to archive.org because those things are really difficult to find. Okay, over here again. Got the flash drive. Pop this up. Bingo. Okay. Now that this is turned on over here, I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to do it the right way this time, though. Shut down. Probably better to have done this anyway. That way it can unfreak out. Let's see. So it was a gateway with a Pentium 4 and BFG Tech GeForce 8600. Oh man, I ran Dolphin on way worse stuff than that. Way worse. I also played Mario 64 on a PSP when it would get like 5 frames per second though, because I am a glutton for punishment. Now I think I've seen there are widescreen ports that are using the native stuff that's been decompiled. Like crazy. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to put these files on the desktop. I can install them. Copied means it's done. Pop this back in. Fire the computer up. Go back to video capture. Let's see. This just in. Shelby's Masochist. Yeah, really. See, I can't imagine getting it to run worse on that. What was this? What were the specs on that thing? I'm having a hard time remembering. It was such a bad time when I was stuck with the computer I used it with. Probably move this forward, get you some slightly better sound here, hopefully. All right, getting to some fun stuff finally. Hey, you guys want to see something interesting? So, because in the one of the previous streams, it wasn't quite the last stream, we fixed my VGA splitter. I can now show you what this looks like without that. So if I go to this, boom, we're now bypassing that VSync delaying VGA splitter thing that I put together. And you can see how the image is shifted down and off screen. If I actually try to adjust this to bring it up, so vertical position is currently 26. If I bring it up, you'll see that the data is just gone on the bottom there. You can't get it back. But when I have my VSync modifier active, boom, snaps right in because I'm shifting the video source up. Kind of cool. And I'm doing that at a signal level before it goes into the capture card. So that little weird box I made does that. That's all it's made for. And it only has to do it at 640 by 480. If I change this to any other resolution, my little box detects that it's a not 640 by 480 resolution and disables itself, and it works great. So, let's see here. So did I. Ran all kinds of emulation junk on my PSP. Go! Ooh, go. Interesting. We'll upload them, although, and I don't want their older drivers online because of cloned USB Gpib adapters, so could get a DMCA claim. Ew. Alright, well, here's hoping. That's one of the benefits of uploading that kind of stuff to archive.org is that they'll they'll bear the force of that. They want to do that. So, do you have any ideas why that happens? It's just a bug in the card. It's a known bug. You can look on RetroRGB's website. That's Bob from RetroRGB. And they've actually documented that on there. And then I think it's on the Shmups wiki as well. It's just a known problem with this card. So I actually had to work around that to get this set up. But it's worth it because this is 100% pixel perfect VGA capture because you can tune everything. So, all right, let's get that file installed. Where did it go? I may have a couple of things on the desktop here. Let's see, arrange icons. By name, I end up dumping everything onto the desktop when I copy it in directly. Whoa, that's a lot of cab files. Alright, see how this works. See, I still use that gateway, now runs XP. Oh, hold on here. Okay, it's got a reboot already? Weird. Alright. So use that gateway, now runs XP and is much more comfortable on that. Yeah, I bet. Pentium 4s are at home in the XP era. So yeah, this, what I could do here, I could do input, video preset. I can then go to this. Oh, it's too late. Well, actually not. I can shift this over a bit And then it'll capture a little better on here. Actually, probably should. There we go. Oh, too slow. It goes back to, so you can configure with the DataPath software. Actually, this is open source DataPath software. This is VCS, which is fantastic. You can configure different presets for different resolutions. So I have a different resolution preset here for 640 by 480 that works with my little adapter thing. See, pardon my ignorance, but what are we trying to do again? We're trying to get a card like hold on. A card like this that has a Gpib connector like that, so that I can interface it with a piece of test equipment like this, which is a multimeter, with a computer, because I want to go back to my own feed here. I want to automate test equipment settings and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using probably this software, which is LabView, which can communicate with hardware like that easily and set up test configurations. So probably typical is fine. Let's go ahead and run that. Okay. Yeah, so the real reason I want to do all that is hold on, an error. An installation for Windows installer is currently suspended. You must undo the change. What? Yes. The installer must restart. Okay. That stuff over there, data general computer things, I still haven't cleaned up after the streams. Then a mail video happened, which made everything worse. That's the power supply for the Micronova that we just took apart in a previous stream, and it has monstrously large capacitors in it. And those capacitors are something that I need to reform, and that's like a whole process, and I can automate that with test equipment, so I want to, because I have a bunch. Yeah, Blackhawk, you got it. See, Gpib drivers come with some basic test terminal programs to talk to Gpib directly. That will be perfect, because I do know the SCPI commands for this thing. I actually have the manual in the other room on my bookshelf, so I can go get that to refer directly to it if I need to as well. That'll be good. But it'll just be like conf :volt, and then I'll do like 0.1 to like 100, and then put like a 12-volt power supply into the front through the terminals, and then we'll see that shows up with a read command, so that should work. I think it just gave up. I'm not exactly sure what was going on there. Try running this again? Because I don't think it installed anything. I think it said that there was an installer already active. Yeah. And then it didn't install it. No, not that. Oh, that's interesting. It can just open cab files. I did not know that. I guess that makes sense. Okay, let's work on this positioning here. Oh, it's slightly problematic because it keeps moving all around. And I think that's different than the other ones. Weird. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Whoops. Oh, back to that. All right. So you can pronounce SCPI as Skippy to sound like an industry expert. Okay. Oh, I've never heard it called Skippy, but I guess that makes sense with Scuzzy. Okay. Next. Yes. We'll definitely register later. Scout's honor. Let's do custom. Make sure this actually works. Oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. I have the Visual Studio stuff to do that. Ooh, that would be cool. Especially Visual Basic. That should be pretty good. LabView, does it say which version? That doesn't really matter. Applications. It's just whether or not you install applications. Alright, we'll just go with all of it. Looks like it's probably good. See if it'll actually work this time. I'm paying attention. I want to see exactly what it's doing. Because I don't trust it anymore. Man, it's a lot of registry keys. Well, looks like it worked that time. Whatever. NI Visa was not found. Required if you want to run instrument. You can install it from... What? Set up Visa? Hellencroft. Yes, I want that. Is it in there? You install NI-Visa from NI4882 Windows CD, open CD, root, and launch. I don't see it in there. Was that in the ISO? Did it just not extract it? Just click next? Okay. Installation complete. Okay. Alright. Measurement and automation and I spy. Oh, I got no idea what I'm doing. Add Gpib hardware. Let's see what happens. What is this one? It just says AT Gpib TNT. I'm gonna guess it's that one. So let's see. You know, it would have been smart, so I opened Device Manager and see what it called itself. Okay, interrupt line, your AT has been assigned these. I'm just gonna take a picture of that. I have the first one? Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Oh, what am I, an idiot? Print screen. Hello, Lyria. I can just go to pictures. Boom. There it is if I need it later. Taking a picture of the monitor. It's not plug and play card, so you need to set the jumpers to what the installer wants. Oh, okay. Am I going to have to look at the manual for this? Because it says they're like A5, 6, 7 through 8 on that. IRQ4? IRQ4 is not an option on my jumpers. (2CO). Okay, hold on. It says 2CO. It has... Okay, let's do this. Yes, manual. Okay, so I'm looking at the card. Right in the middle there, it has jumper settings for SCO as the dip switch configuration. So I need to make sure that that matches, I think. But I don't... DMA channel. DMA channel 5 is those two, but it wants DMA channel 7. Yeah, I'm gonna need manual. Oh, thank you. I think. Let's see. Might be what I need. Say Gpib card. Yeah. So that says DMA 5. There's those. Okay, so I probably just moved the two jumpers over to the ones that say 7. That's probably the easy part. But IRQ 4. I think that PDF is what I have over here, actually. Right? Plus somewhere or another. Maybe not. Let's see. Nope, that's a different one. Okay. Whoop. What did I do? Where is it? There it is. Alright, yada yada yada. IRQ. I wonder if it's one of those things where it'll like alias IRQs. Because I don't know. Page 30. Okay. Let's look at that one. Copy. Can't you install a flat pack? Oh, wait. You're talking about Dolphin. I thought you were talking about a flat pack for the drivers. Okay. Page 30. So that gets me that. Yeah. So I'm going to shut this off. Here, where's the mouse is no longer working. The whole computer locked up. I didn't touch it. Alright. I wonder if it tried to access the card at that and messed it up. Okay. DMA 7. Alright, so that's going to be pretty easy. Yeah, first 2 pins on the left, that's what I was thinking. We're going to do that. It wants SCO, which is the default that's documented on the card. So we can... Oh, I don't like doing that. Come on. Okay. Let's take a look at what we got. So, first off, these. So we're at 5 right now. We're going to pull those off. Go to 7. Bingo. I don't know what I'm going to do about IRQ 4. So, interrupt request line 11. I have 10 through 15. I don't have 4. IRQ 4 is a second pins on the jumper block. When I did that, the computer wouldn't boot. I think there was a conflict, but I can try it again, see what happens. Oh, wait, they're way down here. I'm an idiot. Okay, IRQ4 found. There's 2 sets. I didn't realize that. Okay, and then this. I always hate this kind of labeling. I'm going to guess this is already set correctly, because it looks like they match. So, yeah. All right. We might be good. Let's try popping this back in and seeing what happens. Stupid thumb screw. Where'd it go? Oh, it went for quite the ride. I don't see it at all. There it is. Oh, and it went all the way under. Do it from this side. It's easier to get to. Alright, while I'm at it, I'll grab a Gpib cable and plug these into each other. Bingo, and oh, that sucks. It's not going to hang down, it's going to poke up, which is going to add stress to the cable. Hold on. I'm not cool with that. I'm adding a thing to hold it up. Oh, it has one on it. Hold on. be less stressful on it. Okay. Let's see. There was a simple one button solution the whole time. Okay. If you're talking about Dolphin, let's see. Sort of Steam Deck support Flatpak. Oh, that'll be. Yeah, looking forward to Steam Deck. All right, computer started up this time. Let's go to this. That's the wrong thing. There we go. So that booted, or posted, I should say. So that likely means it will work. It's cranky because it locked up. All right, I'm gonna make sure. Let's take a look at this actually, while that's starting up. So when this turns on, it'll tell me what it's configured as. Gpib address 7. Okay, that's good to know. While it's also doing its scan disk, I'm gonna go grab the manual for that. Okay, so this is probably all I need right here. Quick reference for the SCPI commands, so that will be good. But I have a bunch of other goodies. I have the full-on user manual, which is awesome. I probably had this bookmarked here. Yep. It'll tell you how to measure stuff using HP Basic, which is cool because that's what the Series 80 uses. And this is a very new manual. What we got here for copyright date? 2000 at the latest over here, and it's still covering HP Basic. That's awesome. I also have the service manual, which hopefully I never need, because, yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, there's more stuff in here than I realized. Manual updates. Huh, interesting. But yeah, I don't need any of that. Gonna look at this for right now. Let's see. That's booting up. Really should slide this all over slightly so you can see the multimeter a little easier. Okay, let's go back to that. And you know what? Actually, I gotta move this out of my way. Verify your hardware, software installation. Click on the steps. Okay, click. Hardware presence verified. Testing. Ooh, hello. One or more Gpib interfaces failed. Okay, that's unexpected. Why is it failed? Gpib interfaces. Hardware presence verified. Retest. Hold on. What? Yeah. Hello, Knar123. i7 working on data books all day. Do I need a better processor? I don't know what you mean by a data book. Or I don't know what data books is. Okay. Double click on each Gpib interface in the list to get detailed information about the status. Okay. Resource conflict. Oh, okay. Okay. Properties. Device manager. Oh, weird. Gets its own whole thing. Alright, RQ4 is first serial. Oh, why did it do that? Whoa, okay. Resources. Use automatic. Wait, it says interrupt request 10. So did it change it? It changed it. What? What? I have no idea what you guys are talking about in chat right now. So the jumper goes to RQ10. Yeah. Okay. Why does it tests that it's there though? That's weird. Wait, so this is basic. That mouse doesn't work. Basic configuration 2. Hold on. So what happens if I change it to basic configuration 10? No. 2. That one. Weird. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Okay. I'm going to move the thing over to 10. No! Stop it! Shut down. Okay. How do I... Hold on here, what can I... Give me one moment here. Stuff's happening on back end. I just need a moment. Oh, it cleared my chat history. Great. Thanks, Twitch. Oh, wait. Here we go. Turn this off. Move this over. We'll put it on IRQ 10. Turn this back on. Okay, there's that. Boom. Helen Croft, let me know what you think about that. See, anyone else getting playback issues? My bit rate tanked a little bit, but not too much. What? No, come back. Oh, there we go. Verified. Gpib. Sequentially thingamajigged. Well, it's taking a lot longer. Okay. I don't know what I can do. Wait, I got 0? What? Dropping all the frames. Uh-oh. Seems stable now. It's fine for me now. Okay, we're just going to go with this. I hope everyone from Twitch made it. And to everyone who's on YouTube only, hello, this is different. So I'm only going to be streaming for 42 more minutes because I'm setting myself a 2-hour limit. And yeah, to catch up anyone who is only on YouTube who might have just stopped by because they could, I am setting up my test bench computer. You can't see that camera at all. I'm setting up my test bench computer with a Gpib card to connect to my 34401A multimeter, and then as long as this is actually working, we'll be installing LabView here so I can control it. That's what the goal is. Hopefully this is actually going to work here because I was apparently having trouble on Twitch. So there we go. 53-second delay. That's insane, Wizard Tim. Oh, man. So my plan was only to stream this on Twitch, but apparently YouTube is going to be the safety net streaming source. I'm not sure how that works with my affiliate stuff, but hopefully I'm not violating anything. Probably won't matter, because this is now technically a new broadcast, so whatever. Okay. So, frame rate seemed to be slow. I don't know. It should be 30 frames per second, because I didn't change that setting. I got a green thing telling me that the stream's going well, so here's hoping it works. Again, I hope everyone from Twitch made it. I'm going to go ahead and continue now, because I think we got it going. So, where we last were, this software here seems to be working now. I can go back and click verify. It can rerun the test, and we'll see if that works. Finally made the switch. Okay. One or more. It failed. What? It just worked. It just worked. I'm going to restart. I'm going to restart the computer because it went into standby in the middle of this, and that may have messed some stuff up. So, alright. Now, it seems fine here. Okay. Frame rate was slow earlier, but it's fine now. Alright. I didn't really do anything with the 5G thing when I walked over there. I just poked the top, which has a little touch screen. It's the stupidest thing ever. It has a tiny little touch screen, just so I can see the meters. And then I moved it like 6 inches. That's about it. So. Alright. Okay. I was gonna mess around with the view of the chat, but I don't want to mess with it. So yeah, I currently cannot use Twitch. That's why I've missed several of your streams. Okay. Oh man, I stream on Twitch just because Twitch has a lot of nice integrations that make it easy to use. This is not restarting. And Twitch it kind of works out better for stuff, so that's just my preference. Yeah. So, alright. It's been very sporadic. P.S. You never tweeted you went live today. I barely got this working in time. I consider the fact that I remembered to change the stream title to be a win. So, yeah. I actually managed to make it to a TT stream, at least part of one, only because it was accidentally here. I don't intend on streaming on YouTube regularly. It's just I'm doing it this time because Twitch wasn't working right for me. So, you know what I just realized? I have a stool here, and I'm supposed to be sitting on it, and I haven't the whole time I have been streaming. So let's do that. Let's see. Hello, Jared Scott. See, 128 megs of RAM. Yeah, this is my test bench. Oh, do I have to click that? Yeah, let's do this. So I actually have a video on building this computer if you haven't seen it. It has worked out quite well for the things that I've wanted it for. You better work this time, interface test thing. I think it's going to, especially with how long it's taking. Yes! All passed. Okay, so we're good. We can use it. So let's go ahead and exit. That means it's functional. Communicate with your instrument. All right. Communicating with Gpib instruments, yada, yada, yada. From the Windows start, explore Gpib. Okay. Whoop. 9422. Explore Gpib. Okay, this is weird. Automation Explorer. Okay. Find your interface in something or another by selecting, okay, My System, Devices, and Interfaces. Whoa, I want Max to search for new devices only when I refresh the configuration tree. Okay. Devices and interfaces. This thing. Should I just have it scan? Scan. Let's see. I have no idea what this is all uncharted ground. Okay, right click. Scan for instruments. Failed, it did not detect any. Okay, is it because it's like only National Instrument? Okay, hold on. Oh, I gotta catch up here. I can get rid of that auto starting wizard now. Yeah, I will. Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Imagine if I run through it. it'll, wow, the picture it had there of stuff is way older. Scan for instruments. Okay, it didn't find any. That's another picture. Wow, this is a whole thing. Yada yada. Do not show on Windows startup. Exit. There we go. Failed. It did not detect any. Make sure you got them all pluggity plug. They are. Okay. Instruments not found. Scan. Make sure Gpib instruments connected properly. Okay, I'm going to check the cable. Okay, does video quality look better than it did on Twitch, even though it's the same resolution? I don't know. There are several other Twitch streamers I follow having no trouble. Weird. Okay, maybe it was me. I don't know. Okay, well, let me look on the back of the cable here. So, that is, that was slightly loose, but, oh, it fell off of the 344018. That'll do it. Boom. I'm going to actually screw the thing in. Okay, let's rerun the scan. Scan. Oh, ha, ha. Instrument 0. Communicate. Oh, okay. All right, right click. Communicate. Oh, this is excellent. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the quick reference thing here. I think it's got, there should be like a what are you command. I don't remember what it is offhand. Status reporting. Okay. Let's go with I guess just stat. Let's see. Even the Twitch ads refusing to reload. Yeah, that's, I'm not sure. That's what made me think that maybe it wasn't me. Okay, so just stat. No, hold on. I'm bad at spellering. Stat. Query. Ooh, it liked it. Well, it didn't like it. It errored. I don't know why it errored. Okay. Shift. Where's the menu at? On shift. Menus. Yada yada. Sys. Down. Error. Parameter. Minus 113. If I remember, okay, so it's got an error 113. If I remember correctly, that's just like generic error. That's not meaningful. Error 2. Okay, error 420. I'm going to look up what that is. Let's see. Do the IDN query. Okay, I'll try that. Exit. Communicate. Query. Aha! We got a thing. We got a thing here. Okay. Excellent. Why did that not work? You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to do... I don't think I need that asterisk in front, but I'm not... Yeah, no, I shouldn't need the asterisk. Okay. I'm going to do syst : ERR ? Okay, that closed it. Communicate with my instrument. Syst : ERR ? Query. No error. Excellent. Okay, so it cleared the errors then. All right. Let's see. Life pro tip: if you can't load, get food at hand. Important. Okay. Let's see. It's starting to lag again. Oh man. I really don't want to have to pay $100 a month for a Cox landline. I really, really don't. But you know what? We have oh man. 'Cause, 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 It's showing 33 megabits per second upload. That can't be possible. Yeah, I just realized I didn't show the correct thing. I'm gonna poke the thing again, just to see. I made a big mistake over there. I thought it might be a good idea to put the 5G modem router thing up into the drop ceiling so it has less material to go through. There were a ton of mouse turds on that thing and it just poured all over on the tile. So, that's cool. Yay! Some of them feel like it got on me. I'm gonna wipe my arm off just because I'm gonna go crazy if I don't. Oh. It was present the first time you streamed. No one's mentioned it. It hasn't been this bad because I was gonna say I've streamed for several months, or not several months, but over a month now, and it hasn't been like a significant issue. So I don't know. How long do I have left on my timer? I've only got 30 minutes left here, okay? Is this testing of Gpib's card related to a specific project? It is for reforming capacitors later. So I will be doing that at some point. But right now, I'm just trying to get some stuff set up so that this will work. Speed seems fine. Alright, I'm going to assume that it's working right now. Try measure. Well, so I can do measure. Do I have to do colon? Well, I should do like conf volt 0, 100. Right. And then, actually, can I just do read? Read. There we go. So we got 23 millivolts, okay. Good stream now? Yeah, I'm really not happy about the mouse turds. Okay, so I'm gonna put some leads on there. Grab these. Tech Champions is still hoping for a Linux gaming video. Yes, I'm making the steps towards that. Vintage Hillbilly Shack, actually. So I have the 8-bit BP6 back here, and in a couple of weeks here, I'm going to actually be doing my big capacitor order. I'm just waiting to get past April 15th, so I know what the damage is going to be. And after that, I'm going to be building up a computer using the 8-bit BP6 that will be running Linux. And then that will be the Linux gaming computer. So it's going to happen. 12-volt power supply. I want that. I had one over here, and then I moved it so I could do the... That's negative center 12 volts. Okay, so this will work. This is a thing. So let's do this. I'm going to touch the two terminals together here. Query. Okay. Open them. It's a little higher. I'm going to go negative. This should read 12 volts. Overload. Okay, hold on. Conf volt 0, 100. That should be right. And then read does read do a new trigger? It should do a new trigger. Query. The front of the thing is saying it's millivolts, though, which doesn't make sense. Let me look up, make sure I'm not missing something here. Okay, so this is the quick reference guide. Config volt. Oh, I need to set DC, I think. Let's see. So config volt DC min max. Yeah, I'm gonna set it to 1 to 100. Let's do that. Conf volt DC, and then it's space. Oh, it's a question mark. Why is it a question mark? We don't get a return unless that's for... No, okay, that's measure. You can set and measure all at once. Okay. So, space 1, 100. Right. Okay, the front changed. Read. Where'd the thing go? And query. No, why? Unless the power supply is weird or something. That doesn't make any sense. 2.5 volts? That's not right. No. Okay, let me... If I put them together, the leads together... Man. Question mark recalls current configuration for value. Does it? Well, it's making the... If I go over here, every time I send read, alright, it updates the measurement on the unit itself. So I'm thinking that's working. Let me grab a different power supply that is less weird. Why don't I just turn on one of my adjustable power supplies? Let's just use a known voltage. Okay, VSET 10, enter. Should be 10 volts. Query. Alright. If I do this, DC volt. Oh my gosh! The terminals were set to the rear! DC volt. Hold on. What's going on? And then one of the... You know what? The probe might not be good as well. I think I got a lot of things working against me. Let me... It was set to the rear inputs. Let me try different probes, because these can have issues. You know, first off, full complete test. Separate everything. Fluke 287. DC volt. Going to power supply, 10 volt DC. Okay, so that voltage source is working. I'm going to move the same probes over to here. Low, high, 10 volt DC. Okay. Go to this, query. We got it. It registered it. So this is scientific notation. This is really, it's frustrating that it outputs it. So plus E plus 1, 1, that's 10 volts. That's 10 volts. Okay, let's do this. VSET 20, enter. Now it should be 2 plus 1. Bingo, we got it. We got it. Oh, okay, it's working. It is absolutely working. I can't move much because these cables are kind of tight, but it's working. Okay. So, what are we going to do next? We should install LabView. All right, let me catch back up here. It seems like YouTube can recover from weirdness better than Twitch. Okay. Front back input switch. Yeah, that was the problem. See, I assume you mean rear inputs will certainly do it. Yeah, I think it was rear inputs and possibly bad probes, but we're good now. Okay, so LabView Student Edition. We're gonna go ahead and attempt to install this. Camera's all wobbly because the stupid. It's doing the thing again where the threads on the camera itself have come loose. Alright, there we go. Now this will be solid. Okay. So we're going to install LabView on the test bench. We can go ahead and exit the Gpib test tool because we know that works. Let's begin this process. I hope that I have the floppy drive set correctly here. There's disk 1. Let me just make sure if I go to drive A in my computer that I'll actually access the real floppy drive. Yep, okay. It's gonna fail. Oh no, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put a disk in, we're gonna hit retry, and it's gonna work. So, let's get this installing now. Setup. I would normally like to copy these files to the hard drive to install, but since I have to go through so many disks, I'm not going to. Also going to shut this off and disconnect the probes for now. Okay. Whew, progress. Let's go ahead and switch back to, not that, hello, to this. Okay. Install. I don't know what the distinction for student edition is. I don't know if it's going to be missing any features or something, but we'll find out. I'm hoping it has some kind of 34401A support, because that would be nice to not have to like write it from scratch. I bet it will, or at least some ancient version of it. The software is older than the multimeter, so it should be possible. See, storm crash. I'm getting flashbacks to my first job where I did automated test software we heavily used, NI Test Stand and LabView Windows CVI with little LabView too. Could you switch to the VGA capture? Yeah, I did there, sorry. Disk 2. And for ultimate immersiveness, let's go ahead and boom. Disk, that's 4. 2. Boom. Continue. Chat delay is very bad. I don't know what to tell you. I can't really control that. I know this installs fairly quickly because I have run it on my tiny Pentium once, so it won't be too bad. But I didn't run it because I didn't have a Gpib card in that. That would be cool, but it's not really its job. Disk 3. Boom. Hello, Fabian. I've watched a good number of YouTube streams and the delay usually isn't this bad. I don't know. I know nothing. It's my first time streaming to YouTube in a long time, I think, actually. So, I don't really know. I can't actually see any of the stuff for the YouTube stream right now because I've not set up or signed in for any of that. So it's just whatever's happening is happening. Get a serial RS-232 to Gpib adapter. That would be nice. I haven't run across one. If I'm gonna fork out real cash, I'm gonna just get a USB one so I can do all this from Linux. But I have what I think is a reasonable amount of hardware and software all from the same era here to make this usable. So yeah, I'm thinking this might work. I don't know if I actually have to restart. Let's see. Pretty sure there is some low latency for YouTube streams, but don't ask me. All right. Okay. Oh man, this is so Windows 3.1 software. New. Okay, that's the exact same thing. Operate. Edit. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing now, so let the fun begin. This is why we started out with that testing software once I knew that existed, because I have no idea what I'm going to do here. Wait, you stream on Twitch? I stream exclusively on Twitch. I don't normally stream on YouTube at all. Yes. If somebody wants to put the Twitch link in chat, hopefully it won't filter it out, because I don't know how to... I can't chat there right now. Okay, what do we got here? We got a thread. We got a paintbrush. We got an arrow. That thing. I can change it from ellipses to exclamation point. Change to edit mode. This is a whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a lot of learning here. Text change to, is this a Win16 version or was it for WinNT? This is Win16. It's actually made for like a 386. So, yeah. Let's see. Most likely it would be filtered. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you just search Tech Tangents on Twitch, you'll find it. See, hello. Oh, from Paraguay. Cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that's switched between edit mode and run mode. Oh, well, I can change the color of the background. That's helpful. Okay. That must be what the paintbrush does. If I right click... Ooh, that's... Alright. Numeric. Digital indicator. Okay, then can I, like... change to find terminal. Whoa. Okay, we got a new window. So here's what I want to do, okay? Seems to have been... Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can... Like, clicking that doesn't even work. For me. Also, it shows top chat, live chat. All messages are visible. Let's do that. Yeah, I really have no way of seeing all that right now. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to just have this read a voltage and then have like a button, one button to configure the voltage, one button to read it. That's what I want to try and do here. Let's see. Aha, here we go. That's the thing. Gpib. Excellent. Gpib read, Gpib write. Okay. Gpib write. Let's add Boolean square button. Okay. All right. Ooh, we got a button. Okay. Is this wire? Do I like, yeah, now we're talking. Click. Okay. We have attached the button to that thing. Hello. Okay. Address string. 7. Data. Let's just go read. Run. That did a thing. Now it's beeping, though. It worked once and then beeped. See, only mods can post links. Yeah, switching power kind of got it. Too bad there are no mods. I don't even know if I can make a mod here right now. I can't open any menus. You might be able to see it flash briefly, but it doesn't work for me. Byte count 5. Okay. Refresh. No. Oh, that continuously does it. It's updating. How do I get it to stop? Please stop. Please stop. It's like it's locked up. It's just continuously spamming the multimeter now. 34401A, it's backing up. Come on. I am going to unplug it. Oh, it really didn't like that. Why is it so mad? What happens if I just unplug it from the multimeter? Let's just turn the multimeter off. All right. This is there, sort of. Okay, back on. Stop. No. Gonna turn it off. Okay. Turn it back on. Now we're good. Okay. What happens if I click read once? Boom, it did it. No error. Excellent. Okay. Just turn it off. Yeah, I did. Yeah, all the things went bad there. Okay, now if I run it again, though, it errors. I don't know why it's erroring. I wonder if it's not reading the data. I think it's not clearing the buffer. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to this. We're going to add a Gpib read. Gpib read. What are the other ones? Gpib initialization, status, trigger. Let's just go with a read, okay? We're going to wire this to the number, and I'm just going to hope that that works, all right? Actually, we're going to do two things. We're going to change this to measure. All right. Done. I think. Okay. And then I'm going to have to trigger that somehow. So let's add a button. Boolean. Another button. Do I type in a name? Okay. Read. And then this. I can. Boom. Can I title it? No. I don't know. Oh no, what did I do? This. That's what I want. Okay. Show label. Measure, whatever. Close enough. Okay. So I have to connect the read button. Still, okay, wire, boom, boom, okay. We're getting somewhere. Let's see, turning it off and on again, power cycle to meter, so I won't know the mode you want. That's fine, yeah, the mode is fine. I think this is what I have to do. Okay, so, what? Type conflict. This cannot be wired together. Fine. What do you mean? The button should work. Why can't a button just activate the run? How is that not a thing? Show terminals. Oh, why are they all weird? What? Show label? No. Okay. Aha, here we go. And if I click that one, excellent. Okay. So button, no, knock it off. Oh man, close. This. Timeout, address setting mode, status. Why isn't there just one for trigger? Is it mode? Can I click this? Delete. Yes, delete. Okay. Click to click. Okay. I'm gonna go from here to there. I'm gonna delete this and that. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. That. I'm just hoping mode is somehow it. Okay. Although it seems unhappy still. Broken type conflict. This is annoying. Alright. Don't you want Gpib read block? This is a read block here. That one's read. Power cycle limiter, so I won't know the mode you want. Do an initial project save crash lock, so you don't have to start from scratch. Do initial project save. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good call. Also, hello, Callum. Let's see. Ultimate nerd level on this would be testing, getting the system running from Gpib bus and your Commodore PET. Yeah, well, Commodore PET's a whole other level of pain to program, though. There's a reason I'm not even trying to use that. I have the book on how to use that. All right, save. Oh, there's example. Hold on. Cannot read from guide. Hold on, just test. We're gonna load an example. Okay. File. Open. Examples. Gpib. I don't know what that is. Let's open it. Open. Okay. Fluke. They make things. Interesting. That looks like a multimeter. Gpib address. Can I change it? Oh, run. Okay. So if I click this, I can't. Oh, it's unhappy. Can I stop it? I can't. Turn that off. It is all very unhappy now. Hold on, I got multiple things open here. Close. Not close that. Close that. Wait, it has a specific DMM thing? What? This file will communicate with a Fluke digital... Wow, what? File. Edit. How do I get to that... the back end thing? They like give me all the good stuff. Hold on. File. That's so weird. That makes it seem like you could set a specific multimeter as like a whole Gpib block. Windows. Show diagram. There we go. Whoa. So... intriguing. What is... Huh. That's just Gpib address? What? Okay, this software's like a whole thing, isn't it? Format and append. Okay. Oh, this is for making like a big old complicated build command string. Yeah. Okay. So it does not just have like a block for the DMM. Show connector. Weird. Okay, file open. I'm gonna open a different thing. Okay, this looks like a generic thing. Select the Gpib address. Okay. 7. Characters to write. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's the end of the stream. Time. So, to everyone who's apparently just joining right now, I'm going to be ending this very, very soon, but I just want to see if I can get this to do something. This looks like it might. I'm going to do characters to write status, characters read. Okay, I think this might work. Run, write. Oh, hold on, that's wrong. Read. Boom. Boom. That did not work. Cable still plugged in. MEAS. Why is the M not showing up? MEAS. Yeah, Cody, yeah, this was not your time, that's for sure. Why is this not working? Select the Gpib address, choose read or write, or both. Type in the characters to be written, and run the VI. Oh, run. Bingo. Okay. So then, flip, read. Boom. Okay. Now I'm getting this. So these are supposed to be, yeah, I did not like that. Big old paddle switches. Okay. So we're going to write measure. Hold on. No. Conf volt DC 1, 100. Write, run. It took it. No error. Okay. I'm going to turn this back on. Okay, so I'm about to, for those who just popped in, I'm about to set my DC power supply back here to, I'm going to go with 15 volts, okay? So, VSET 1, that's 75. I really don't want to set it to 75. Clear. VSET 1.5, enter. Okay, set to 15 volts, alright? I'm going to now set this to measure right, boom. That should have worked. Does it need question mark? Okay. Now we're going to do both, and we're going to read, run. That's close. The probe was unplugged. There we go. 15 volts. We got it. Okay. We've read it through LabView. It's possible. So again, this is in scientific notation. So E is times 10 to the power of 1. So that would be 10 times 1.5. So it'd be 15. I set that to 15 volts. It worked. I will be able to communicate with these with LabView, but LabView is really complicated, and I'm apparently going to have to spend a bunch of time learning how to use LabView. So that's a whole new thing. David, I'm about to end the stream, but it worked. We just did we did the main objectives here. Okay, so I just remember to ask you about your box copy of Glover I've seen in the background videos. I can't find eBay listings or even photos of it online. That one is sealed. So I hope you're not looking for me to do anything with it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it being sealed yet. So, but it is actually Glover, and it is actually for PC. Very uncommon. I can tell you that. That's the only one I think I've ever seen. So, yeah. But I'm going to shut this off. Well, you know what? For grins and giggles, VSET 25, enter. Why is that out of range? VSET 25, enter. No, VSET 25, enter. Why is it saying it's out of range? 2. Oh, because that's the 20 volt unit. Okay. VSET 20. Oh my gosh. VSET 17. There. Run. Boom. 1.7. Okay. There's jewel case 1. Oh, okay. Just meant about the box. Oh, yeah. It is nice. LabView speedrun complete. Yes. 2 hours to installing a card and reading a measurement. I'd say that's pretty good. I'm happy with that, especially with all of the shenanigans that happened with the stream. So, yeah. Whew. Okay. I feel good about that. Just for giggles, before we leave this, I want to show diagram here because I want to see how this works. Right. So this doesn't actually show where it's going. That is so weird. So we have different things. Read. So there's like blocks. These are pages? Is that supposed to represent like a tractor feed page of the diagram? Is that what that is? That is so weird. Gpib report? Don't know what that is. Oh, that's like a whole thing there. Gpib read. And then there's one for Gpib write. Okay. And if I flip, we're on read. If I flip the read switch over here. Oh, hold on, I'm going to have to click twice. Okay, we're on read. Well, that didn't update to true. I don't know what's going on. This thing's weird. Anyway, I'm impressed it took you 2 hours. It took me a full day to learn instrument control basics. I'm not saying I did anything. I ran a template file and then got it to work. I've also done Skippy commands before over serial. Actually, on my GitHub profile, you can find a full, oh gosh, what's the interface? PySide. A GUI program that you can run on Linux through Python. It would run on Windows too. That can control a 34401A with a GUI interface using SCPI over serial. So I'm very familiar with this whole setup, but I did that a number of years ago. So what are the limits of Gpib? The number of devices you can have addressed, which I believe is 15. The length of the cable's pretty good. The data throughput's not amazing, but you're not really sending high throughput data usually when you're using Gpib. But, okay, I'm turning the meter off. I'm going to switch the camera stuff around. Turn off power supply. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Today's goals have been accomplished, so I'm trying to get back to editing the next video as quickly as I can. So that's what I'm about to go do. This stream is a whole mess. It did not go the way I thought it would, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are going to begin the end here. Yep. It has been a good one. A lot of you guys helped me out. Thank you so much, Helen Croft. I don't know if you managed to hop on over to the YouTube part of this stream. I'm going to join these two together, however you want to signify that with your hands, before I upload this to YouTube, which means I'm actually going to hide whatever stream VOD ends up being left over here, because there will be the full version that you can watch later, so there's no need to watch this one. But yeah, it was this actually went pretty well. I'm very happy with the progress made here. I really didn't think we'd actually get this far in 2 hours. I thought that limit would be too harsh, but we made it. So, all right, if you guys want to, if you guys enjoyed this, you might want to subscribe to either the YouTube channel or Twitch channel. If you want to support me, the subscription on Twitch actually does that, but I'm also on Patreon. You can buy a shirt. But that is it for the moment, so I will see you next time.